Commentary, live from Dolton, Illinois.
My people, you are tuned into Burgundy Blue Commentary, live from Dolton, Illinois. My people, you are tuned into Burgundy Blue Commentary, live from Dolton, Illinois. My people, you are tuned into Burgundy Blue Commentary, live from Dolton, Illinois. My people, you are tuned into Burgundy Blue Commentary, live from Dolton, Illinois.
My people, you are tuned into Burgundy Blue Commentary, live from Dolton, Illinois.
My people, you are tuned into Burgundy Blue Commentary, live from Dolton, Illinois. My people, you are tuned into Burgundy Blue Commentary, live from Dolton, Illinois. My people.
Don't y'all just love Critical Smoker? Thank you, Critical. That's my dude right there. Critical Smoker, shout out to you. Okay, thanks for making that song. Let's talk about this. Okay. So, you guys, I'm feeling much better. I got over that little hump. I actually, when I get a cold, it don't last. It don't linger. It be like, rare. Let me know if y'all get the flu shot. Do y'all get the flu shot? Let me know. I want to say hello. I talked to Critical today. He's feeling a little better. Hey, Cynthia, Tracy, Conscious, everybody in the chat. Hello. So I want to do like a little Dolton impromptu. So y'all see my name is in everybody's titles now. And, it's really sad because in my head, this is in my head. I like to have conversations with people. If you feel it's a certain type of way I portray something, let me know. However, I know what my intentions were, and my intentions came through wrong. I get it. I get it. So everybody covered Cafe of Knowledge video. And I told you, a good friend of mine told me go over to that channel and watch Cafe of Knowledge because she was funny. So I try to subscribe to everybody that's covering Dolton, whether they agree with me or not. Just so you know, my friends always tell me, please, 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 stop covering Dolton. And I told you guys when I started covering Dolton, I talked with my family because we knew this was going to happen. Because if you grow up out here, just like I tell you, when people come to Dolton, y'all name one person you saw come to Dolton from out of town and didn't say what the heck is going on up there. For real, right? Just name one. You can't, because usually they'll be on one side, and I mean every single one of them, even the ones that don't like me, even the men that don't like me, they'll be like, okay, I went up there and no, people playing in my face. Yeah. Yeah. It looks real good from the outside. It looks real good. I'm here. So it looks like it's one-sided. That's why I can never give you one side of the story. That's why I could never. I mean, I had y'all. The only difference with me and people on YouTube is the sources are the same people. I think people should have sources from both sides. So like right now, if something's going on with Tiffany, you should have a source from over there and you should have a source from Jason. You know what I mean? Napoleon and Tiffany. You should have sources from both sides. I don't think you should have a source from one side because you're getting one side of the story. I'm not knocking anybody. So it's a bunch of mean, angry people, you know? I hate to say it that way. So today, a content creator I follow, I wanted to make sure I gave him his props because I saw him and he's on my list. I had to unfollow like 4 people. I'm thinking everybody cool, and then they're like, nah, Burgundy is a problem. I'm like, I didn't know you thought it was a problem. I'm following you. You put me in your, you know, I'm a little older, but I'm not dumb. You put me in your mentions. So I'm like, okay, let me do what I can do as a content creator, support a content creator. Because number one, let me tell you something about Berg. You don't have to agree with me for me to listen to you. I repeat, you do not have to agree with me for me to listen to you. I met Choose Compassion on a whole different side. Choose Compassion, love you. She was doing a whole different thing, just a whole different situation than what she's doing now. And I listened to every word she said. I'm listening because I think that people, hey, Critical, how are you feeling? I think that people have, hold on, this is my girl right here. She just texted me. I forgot to tell her I'm going live. I think that people see things differently, and I don't understand why we're so small-minded here. And I think that's why a lot of people leave small towns or small villages, because you stuck in this same way of thinking. It's almost like a crowd. Now, it's a lot of things going on this week. I haven't seen anyone cover half the things that's going on this week, but they're covering an alleged beef. I don't have a beef for anyone. I do not. And I want to clear one thing up. I never got to listen all the way through, because when stuff get in my spirit, I just make sure I take it out. Because when I listened to Cafe of Knowledge, I wasn't listening to her like, okay, she's wrong. I sort of saw what she was saying, but she didn't see what I was saying. Even though I credited her, I was like, okay, we're gonna listen to this person and we're gonna show what's going on outside. That's all it was. No, y'all, I don't know who that was. No, I do not know if they were from Dolton. No, I do not know none of those things. And I can't believe y'all would think I, who have been targeted, would put somebody under the bus like that. I would never do that. Never in a million years. But this was real cool. It was a video that Ed Steve had out. Shout out to the Dolton trustees. Sorry, y'all, I'm coughing, so I'm pausing. It's a video that Ed Steve had out. that Conscious put out that shows another view of the caucus. I want you guys on YouTube to answer why nobody covers that. We're going to go over it today. And let me be clear, because I know this sounds like y'all. Shout out to my people that was here with me from Sister Wives. When I first started YouTube with the Sister Wives, my girl was over there saying, Burgundy, you need to do some shadow work. I did it. It changed my life. And I thought she was like a witch or something. She was like, you need to just really look inside and do some yeah, that's real stuff. Looking at yourself, because y'all last 2024 was not a good year for me. And it even changed me where I was lashing out at people I cared about around me. Y'all beating me up online and I'm lashing out with the people that really love and care about me. No, I'm not going to the abyss. That's not where I'm going. It's not happening. Gotta look at yourself. Thank you, Choose. I had to look at myself. Hello, everybody entering the chat. So, if you're over 21, just say it, and you in the chat calling people bitches and you gotta look what I'm not doing that to nobody. I'm not doing and that doesn't mean I'm the end all be all. Y'all, I gotta look at myself and see if I'm tearing down another person. I was never trying to tear, and I know my words will be misconstrued. It was never that. I was showing what happened on the outside point of view, and you saw it in my video. And I was showing what happened on the inside. Now, if you go to Ed Steve video, which will go on Conscious channel, you'll see even more of what was going on in the caucus. It was a lot going on. Now, again, who has said, did Napoleon beat Tiffany Henyard at her own game? Yes. However, I'm also saying, well, was it fair to the residents? No. That's all I'm saying. The caucus started at 7. It was no late, no early. The caucus started at 7. It was already a room full of people. You couldn't get in. I don't understand. Thanks, Douglas. I don't understand what people don't understand. But I do understand, because what people will forget, I was a YouTuber that started covering Dolton day one. I got the emails, I got the offers. So now when I hear people say, oh, Berg, Tiffany is paying you, ain't no way Tiffany would pay me and I'm talking like this. If Tiffany would have paid me or gave me a BMW, I'd be like, okay, all hail the queen. Tiffany knows how I feel. She's the only one that, even when the residents don't, that's the only one that stood up in the middle of a room full of people that hated her. Anyway, you have to respect that no matter what you think. You could call her whatever. I don't know the psychological terms, but she stood up in front of a room full of people. Now, you have to respect that. You have to. Hey, Mama Hill. Mouse Toes. Who else I'm missing up in here? Everybody. Douglas. Everybody. I'm sorry if I'm missing. Dawn. Hey, Dawn. So, let's go to what, if you guys didn't know, the purpose of my channel is, and the only reason I'm doing this, because let me tell you, Cody Brown got one wife left. I got a life, okay? I could just go over there to Arizona. I got a life, all right? I was covering Sister Wives before all this. Again, I repeat. Let's look at our interview first. Let's start there. Let's go from there. Let's go to what no one's talked about, which is the video with Ed Steve. Let's go to what's happening in Dolton next week as well, okay? And we're just going to talk about it. And I love my family that's in here. Let me tell you, I like to keep this community small. Thank you. It's not about the YouTube is not my, I'm the only one on YouTube that probably could just run around with Tiffany Henyard and stake out her house, probably. Me. Nobody else. and make 100,000 subscribers. I'm not. People deserve their life, their privacy, and I don't deserve. I don't think they. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm still under the weather. I don't think that people need to be charged in the court of public opinion before before everything's done. So I think that sometimes we got to break stuff down. And if you just don't like me, just say you don't like me. Don't make lies about me. Just say you don't like me. Be a man about it. Okay, let's be a woman about it, because it's not the men all the time. Let's go here. Let's look at this video, and this is what I want y'all to do. Now, tell me, because you know what I realized? You know what I realized? Y'all said, Berg, people didn't know Tiffany was not in there. So let me be clear. I kept hearing people saying Tiffany was late, and I was saying, and other people saying that was here. We were saying, no, she wasn't late. So I get it now. Y'all thought she really was late. Someone brought that to my attention in my chat. Thank you for that. So y'all really thought she was late in real life. I didn't know that. So I just thought it was gossip what people saying she was late. So y'all never knew Tiffany was already in the building. So this is what happened from the outside perspective. She was in the building. The parking was so bad you had to circle around. Sorry, y'all. I hope y'all can't hear. I'm trying to mute the mic. Let me know if you heard me coughing. Hey, Dave. So I didn't realize, okay, because see, this the whole thing. It's almost like with me, with this situation. I didn't live in Dolton. Nobody knew me. I lived in Hammond, Indiana. Now, all of a sudden, I know who an anonymous caller is out of nowhere. And I know how to pinpoint and target her. Y'all, can we pick one? Can we pick? I didn't know who that lady was. I still don't know. I know who no one is. It's not that serious. I was there. And for the people that don't know, the caucus was held in Homewood, okay? Homewood Flossmoor. So it was not near Dolton, but within the jurisdiction of Thornton Township. Anybody in that room could have been from anywhere, okay? So let's go on. Hold on. Let me address something. Let me read this. There's no different in Ed's video or cafes. You represent the worst in Black women the country has to offer. Wow, Paris, you all right? I could tell your life real fulfilled right now. You got a real fulfilling life. Bless you, child. Hope to be like you soon. Okay, so back to what we were talking about. So let's watch the video, and I think this is important because sometimes we only see things one way. Now, this video right here is just because we saw what was going on from the outside, and the caller said she didn't see that. Again, to be clear, as I said in the last two videos, the caller saw what she saw from the inside, and I think she was absolutely right. From the inside, because as soon as they said the votes happened, we started running because it was so cold. So we was out of there. So we was up out of there. So we just went ahead and, did what we had to do. So, hey, Mama Hill. Okay, let's go to the video, and y'all point out where you see. I think it's just about like us all having, critical thinking, or me being, maybe I was blinded and didn't see something wrong. But let's watch the video because I like to hear y'all perspectives. Before we continue, sorry. Y'all hit the like button. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting over a cold, but I'm feeling much better. So I'm saying here, and I'm trying to explain. Now, maybe that didn't come across. Ooh,
For Broadway.
I was watching that earlier. I love I was saying this was the call, and this is because I got so many requests, not because of me. Other people were covering it. Other YouTubers I watched covered the same Cafe of Knowledge interview, and you guys were like, "Well, you were outside. Can you cover it too?" And that's all I did. It was no malice, no intent. It was just that. So I made sure I credit them 3 different ways, and this is the 3rd different way. So let's go. So I'm telling y'all, I was outside. So that person was inside. So this is their point of view. That's all. This now again, if for the people in the back, they absolutely was right. Tiffany was in there. Tiffany was in there already. They let her in. She came out her Tahoe. She did a couple of interviews, and mainly with Nate, where the camera came out. And the people dispersed like the Red Sea, let her through to the door, and she went in. She was in there. But that's what I saw from the outside. Now, this young lady is saying what she saw from the inside. I don't understand where the beef happened at. It's just like, okay, we're covering somebody. Now, I didn't know the woman didn't like me. I wouldn't have covered it. That would have been a whole different story. But let's go to it.
Those were the people who came from inside, mixed with whoever she said was out there. No one out there freezing in a wheelchair with no legs, things like that. Those people were never out there.
And all I did was follow up with what was happening outside. I do not know this woman's voice. I don't know who she is. I don't know if she knows who I am. I don't. It was just, if you're on YouTube, it was just an interview. So I'm just making sure people saw this is what was going on outside. Now, again, one more time. If y'all want to say, well, Tiffany did it, that's fine. I understand. I get it. I'm telling y'all, I get it. I get it. It's just that now I think this would have been a great opportunity to say, hey, I don't have a problem with Napoleon. I don't have a problem with anybody. I'm showing y'all what is really happening where we are. That's all my goal is on my channel. I could do a million things. I could show Kamal going to White Castles. I could show you when Lacey went to Sam's Club. I could show you Tiffany at the gas station with the bonnet. I'm right. I see them. We pass each other all the time. I could show you everything. That's not the mission of my channel because these are real people lives. So I'm letting you know, yes, it was people out there with the wheelchairs. Yes, it was people out there cold. Yes, we couldn't get in. However, this young lady is right from what she saw on the inside because if by that time you see us all running away, and then we also cleared out this. When they said Napoleon, I asked what happened because I wasn't in there. What did the young man tell me? He's such a sweetie pie too. What's going on? He's such a fine person. The media coming out. What's going on? They voted already? What? Can you tell me what happened?
Napoleon just nominated himself, and it had somebody basically.
What about us out here?
They wouldn't let anybody in. See, Tiffany tried to get anybody in. They wouldn't let, and they just kept going on without.
So what happened? He's nominated? Yeah. And so nobody else did anybody nominate us? They did not let Hey, Potato. Wow. So I'm telling y'all, it was people on both sides of the building. They couldn't get in. Majority was Tiffany supporters. Everybody out there was not a Tiffany supporter. I've told you my opinion a million times. I think that even if if Napoleon would have came outside and did the vote, the majority of people there around the vicinity was for Napoleon. It really was. So my whole theory on this thing is, why didn't we just let her do the nomination? You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Just let her do the nomination, because if you're saying, well, she didn't have a full slate, she didn't have this, that would have proven it once you accepted the nomination, right? They didn't even they said you have not been recognized, which is a problem. Now, we can't just let hate take over everything. That's a problem. That's still a problem. The only thing is the people that were locked out in Dolton when Tiffany was in control, this time they were locked out in Homewood when Tiffany wasn't in control, in my opinion. I hope y'all understand me. That's all I was saying. And yes, you could look at this video and see what was going on outside. And so now when you go to see how the people are leaving, if that woman on the phone, if she would have thought that we were just leaving, I can totally see that, because when the doors open, they locked us out. But when the doors open, they opened on two different sides of the building. Y'all get what I'm saying? And everybody was ready to go to their car. They were ready to go to their car, period. But yes, it was a lot of people. And that's what kills me. Like, it's like nothing adds up. It's like, okay, she brought all the elderly, but it's no people in wheelchairs. Well, okay. You know, that's all I be saying. I think the whole thing is with me, I have patience. Through this whole process. Y'all, in May, that was the worst time of my life. In May, I didn't even think I'd be here talking to y'all. And we all go through those points. Amen. Have you ever been a point in your life where you felt like you didn't think you would make it through? I can't believe I'm here. And I made it through. So something like talking about me, that never gets me, but I don't want anyone to misunderstand that I protect everybody. I get all kind of information, all kind of tea. I don't put that out there. Huge YouTubers give me tea. Even when they think that the other side think that they don't give it to me. They be like, okay, Berg, at first I thought you was shaky. Now I'm like, okay, what's happening? And I've already said I was going to say that. They know I'm going to say that. And it's no specific ones. It's just like people coming back like, what the hell? Like, you know, when Tiffany leaves, what other content is a lot of people going to have? I already had a YouTube channel established. My YouTube is not about Tiffany Henyard, but I think out of all the YouTubers, I can give you the insight on what's going on both sides. The next thing I want to talk about before we get to that, this is going to be something terrible I have to talk about, because this is the thing you guys have to realize when it's smoke and mirrors. This is Ed Steve at the beginning of the video. This is on Conscious. Make sure you got the Conscious. She covered this. I don't have joy, and she did not have joy in covering this. This was interesting to see. So Ed Steve is proudly showing all the residents that are in the room. What I want you guys to realize is you have to go along to sort of get along. It's not freedom. Freedom is not free. Freedom is not free. Remember that statement. Freedom is not always free. So let's watch this part right here. And I'm going to give you two sides to the story. I feel sorry for a couple of people. I feel sorry for a couple of people in this scenario with Dolton, because I feel like some people are getting used, and I'll get to that later. But I feel like some people are getting used. I do. And this is the hard part. So let's listen to Conscious video. Subscribe to Conscious.
You see, when you turn on the light, the cockroaches run. But you ain't got no place to hide, babies. No place to hide. You have left so many paper trails, so many communications back and forth.
Hey, Shadow Seeker, watch your content too. No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. So, those people always were on Napoleon's slate. You know why I know? Because people came by to get signatures. So no one jumped from Tiffany's slate to Napoleon's slate, because everyone was out here getting, mostly everyone, not everyone, was out here getting signatures. So we already knew who was on the slate. Miss Cassandra already was on Napoleon's slate, and that's been down for a long time. Nobody jumped on Napoleon's slate. Now, if you want to cover something, because I see your work. If you want to cover something, and I know you're not pro Tiffany, you know what would be cool? The lockout with Miss Cassandra and the battle between the lockout, Miss Cassandra and Tiffany versus what's happening now. That would be a cool subject. Just giving it out there. But no, that's not what's happened. That's not true. That's not true. Didn't nobody just wake up in a week and say, I'm jumping in Napoleon? That was already done. And it's other ways Tiffany would have been disqualified that night besides that. And I just was informed because I saw the July, and thank you for your comment, the July 2024 caucus reading. We need Trina Downs to break it all the way down. But I could have stood up if I would have had the qualifications, or you could have stood up if you would have had the qualifications and said, I nominate myself for assessor. You could have did it individually as well. They wanted it that way, but you could have did it legally individually. I didn't know that. So yeah. But no, I didn't see an assessor on Tiffany's slate, so I'm not vouching for that. But I'm just giving a good way of how, you know what I mean? Things will go. Just making sure you know. But yeah, if you go back to the past and see, remember the Miss Cassandra was locked out all the time, and that was a big deal about 2 years ago, maybe 3. That would be a great video for you because I do watch what you do over there. So I watch, y'all, believe it or not, I watch everybody because I like to see what they're thinking about what's going on here. I like to see what they're thinking, and then I'm always, when I'm watching, I'm like, well, no, that's not what I saw, but I get where you got that from, and don't let you have a source. The source only gonna tell you that one side. So yeah.
For tip for tat, all of you, you don't care about the residents of Dolton. You don't care about the residents of Thornton Township. It's all about greed and power. But that'll come to an end. You think you can hide stuff. Yeah, Ed Steve, we know you're filming Teawood trustees. Why don't you put that out there for the public to see?
Conscious, can you drop
and
the link in the chat?
why do you have to have security, Mary, to guard against outsiders of your group? When you have to hide things, then you're dirty. Every last one of you.
See that hoodie clean house?
Now, before I cover this, ask all the YouTubers why they're not talking about this. Just genuinely, this is hot news. Now, it's a interesting part and it's a sad part, and we're going to talk about it. But it's really funny that this video, if Tiffany was Ed, what would y'all be doing right now? So are you for the residents or are you not for the residents? And this is coming into the caucus. So this actually doubled down a little bit on the action that was happening outside while we were standing outside. Because at this point, they didn't finish eating. They already finished eating.
2025. This is, for y'all just jumped in, this is the Democratic caucus. So, Mr. Rayburn?
Now, Mr. Rayburn, Ed saying, what's up, Mr. Rayburn? And Mr. Rayburn, rude. He's like, no, don't talk to me.
Hey.
Outside in the line with all those people, they started all that.
Let's play it one more time. I'm going to start right here. He said, I stood outside in the line with all those people. Okay, listen.
So, Mr. Rayburn?
Don't talk to me.
Hey.
Outside in the line with all those people, they started all that crap with me. You were standing right next to me.
I don't know nothing about that.
You were standing right next to me, and you wouldn't say.
I don't know nothing about that, man.
Word about it.
I don't know nothing about that.
Don't say anything about that to me.
All right, yes, sir.
Don't say anything about me. That's why you have MS.
Hey, hey,
Because of the poison that you spit
hey,
out right
hey.
He's a jerk. He's a jerk. He wants to be prosecuted. He's a jerk. As long as you guys keep it simple.
I'm gonna tell you something. Remember, we couldn't find the kids. Now we see all the kids coming through the door. That's taking up space for a Democratic caucus. Do y'all realize that? But secondly, I would expect my local politician to be able. All he said was, "Man, don't talk to me." Try to diffuse the situation, not walk away, not try to engage or not engage. I don't know, whatever you want to do, but it could have been handled a little better. I understand probably the shock, but Mr. Rayburn is saying, "You saw me outside." Now, you guys, these people have finished eating. Look at their plates. They have finished eating. Mr. Rayburn been standing out there since 4 o'clock, according to him.
Hey, hey.
He's a jerk. He's a jerk. He wants to be prosecuted. He's a jerk. As long as you guys keep it simple.
I know.
It's simple, right? It's simple. It's simple. Is that a fact? Is that a fact?
Huh?
Were you standing? Were you
Dude,
standing?
get away from me. Get away from me.
Were you standing?
Get away from me, bro. Get away from me. Anybody talking to you?
We got enough tension in here right now. I'm asking you guys to step
I know. I'm not trying to talk to you.
Ed Steve, what'd you do to Mr. Rayburn? And why are you saying, "Get away from me, get away from me, help me, help me"? You're all big talk all the time.
Conscious, you was shady with that. Help me. I can't even laugh because my chest. But dealing with what I was dealing through there, yes, I needed help. And thank you, Conscious. But no, he's talking to a Dolton resident, and or a Thornton Township resident, and you running in circles. Get away from me! Get away from me! So that's one person. And this whole room hates Tiffany guts. And she stood up in the middle of everybody. So I just want to point that out. And nobody covers that because a lot of people are in this mindset where they're only one-sided. It's the ghetto Tiffany girl. That's it. That whole get away from me and escalating the situation. Like the police officers, like, "Look, man, we got enough tension in this room. Calm down." It was just overkill. Now, I didn't agree with Mr. Rayburn said, because Mr. Rayburn said something derogatory to Ed Steve after that, and I did not agree with that 1,000%. I want y'all to see all sides. That's why it's important to see all sides of the story. So this your trustee. He'd be like, and it's no shade to Ed Steve. Maybe him and Mr. Rayburn could sit down and have a conversation. What was it? So Mr. Rayburn said, "You saw them giving me a hard time getting in." That's my point of that video. He said point blank, "You saw them giving me a hard time getting in." Thank you, Regina. You didn't have to do that. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. He saw them giving him a hard time, right? And he still, "Get away from me, get away from me." This is a resident. So y'all need to look, if you're a YouTuber, look at all sides. I mean, you don't have to, because do what makes you money. Don't be like me, because I know what makes people money, and I'm not saying that's the only thing that drives them. I'm not saying that. But this is interesting.
Bro, get away from me. Anybody talking to you?
We got enough tension in here right now. I'm asking you guys to step
I know. I'm not trying to talk to you.
Ed Steve, what'd you do to Mr. Rayburn?
I mean, I meant to remember.
Huh?
Were you standing? Were you
Dude,
standing?
get away from me. Get away from me.
Were you standing?
Get away from me, bro. Get away from me. Anybody talking to you?
We got enough.
Now, if you don't know Mr. Rayburn, he stood up at the last Thornton Township meeting. We could go to that thanks to Critical Smoker. Oh, hey, individual investor. I'm so sorry, y'all. I meant to mute that. Sorry. Let's go. Trying to hang in there. Uh, let me see if I can get that. This is the same person. Let's go to his. Let's go to his speech. After the wonderful Trina Downs, hit that like button, y'all. There's 84 people in here. I know y'all hate my guts, but you listen. No, not all of you.
We're gonna what I did. Produce. Okay.
This is the same gentleman.
Lord will hear us. All right. Now, I'm addressing one thing. Chris Gonzalez, okay, and not being here. I was at the caucus, and Chris Gonzalez was there with a young lady. I don't know who the young lady was, but he's always talking about security. He's afraid of this, the exits and everything else. Anybody else that was there? I got there about just after 4 o'clock. Saw the packed caucus and all of the things that were going on. And the problems the Homewood police were saying that we're not here to run this or whatever, but how they blocked Tiffany Henyard's supporters. That's when they got involved. Okay, but Chris Gonzalez cannot lie to us any longer and say that this is a problem here, even though this young lady's talking about pulling out guns and whatever, everything like that. Security is right on it. So why isn't he here? Okay? Now, I'm a resident, Thornton Township, not only that, but I'm running for office myself. No way I can vote for Chris Gonzalez. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, because I talked to him and I asked, wait a minute, all of these meetings you miss, you here at the caucus with this young lady?
Absolutely. So this is the same man that got into it with Ed Steve at 2 days before. So my whole thing is, I know I'm hated on the internet just for giving you both sides, but I want you to be able to see more than just the salaciousness of the anti-Tiffany regime. So yeah, he said he's running for a supervisor. So shout out to Critical Smoker for taking the time to get this video. Let's continue. He's going on.
And you're not afraid of all of these people all around having this search? I got that on tape right here with the Homewood police. Did you search anyone for knives, guns, or anything like that? Where the exits are? Did you empty the building? Okay, after your so-called political fundraiser and all of this stuff, to have an organized caucus in here with only Thornton Township residents, they didn't do that. Not only that, but they allowed children to stay in there and yell yay or nay. So I'm sorry, I don't really call people out that name or anything, but I'm done with Chris Gonzalez with that lie. The other young lady, whatever, I reached out to try to get her.
It's two different. He's running for trustee, I think, of Thornton Township, and this is the same one where the get away from me. It's a way that we can address it. But I noticed that if this was Tiffany A. Henyard doing this to a resident.
No.
Is that a fact? Is that a fact?
Huh?
Were you standing?
Dude, get away from me. Get away from me.
Were you standing?
Get away from me, bro. Get away from me.
Hey,
Anybody
guys,
talking to you?
we got enough tension in here right now. I'm asking you guys to stop.
I know. I'm not trying to talk to you.
Ed Steve, what'd you do to Mr. Ray?
And you know what I notice about us as a people? We just, not to say women, we just look. We don't help. We don't assist. We don't. It's just so weird about how we treat people when we see other people getting treated that kind of way. Because I did hear Mr. Rayburn say something derogatory to Ed Steve. I'm going to cover it in the Ed Steve video separately. And Mr. Rayburn, I do not agree with that. So no, I don't agree with how Ed Steve escalated, but that little snide remark on, I got to make sure I heard it clearly, I do not agree with that. So I just want to let y'all know where I stand with that. Brittany was looking like, what? Brittany, like, what's happening? Ooh, Brittany was confused. She was confusion, as we say. Okay, so just so you know, it's bullying all around town, but some people don't stand for it. So Monday, we have a contestment, I hope I'm saying it right, Miss Cassandra Jordan, she's running for mayor, and Denashe Harrison is running for trustee. They're both independent, but I think DeMarcus Quigley is challenging that they don't have a full slate, which again I see is ironic because isn't that what people are trying to say Tiffany doesn't have? So I get it. Like my whole goal is to give you both sides, guys. I don't know if it's my voice where I don't sound, but y'all not going to change me. This is what I want to do for my people and my channel. This is called YouTube. This is not Tiffany Tube. This is YouTube. And that's what I'm going to cover. So look where some more bullying is coming in. This young man right here, he has something to say. I'm going to put in to watch the whole video, but he's running for trustee in Dolton and he's getting a hard time. Don't know him, never met Miss Jordan. If I had my way about what's going on, child, the independents and the Republicans could just come on, please, because the stuff that we're doing as the Democratic parties are looking insane. But let's go.
On December 16th at 1 o'clock at a hearing, and I invite all of you to come to the village of Dolton on December 16th. Come to the village at 1 o'clock. Get there about between 12 and 12:30. There's going to be a hearing, and the hearing is going to be about whether I and Mrs. Hobson Jordan have the right to legally be on the ballot because we're being challenged. We got almost 1,000 signatures. And when we got those signatures, it's the right of somebody else that's running or any citizen to challenge those signatures. And so the challenge is this. There's something called a full slate. We're an independent party running. And in 2017, the rules changed. So before, if you had a full slate, you had to have so many trustees running to include the mayor and administrator and other offices had to be ready to go on that petition for you to move forward. But in 2017, it was considered unconstitutional that someone who didn't have a full slate could not run. And so here we are. So we have a hearing, and based on how that law gets interpreted, is going to determine if we stay moving forward to be on the ballot so that I can continue to run for trustee and Mrs. Hobson Jordan can continue to run for the mayorship of Dolton Village. But show up and show your support for us during that hearing. So a lot of people want to challenge.
Okay, y'all. 90 people watching. Hit that like button. Let me tell you something. This is when it gets juicy. So it's not just Burgundy Blue. It's not just Ed Steve. It's not just, if you're not on one side, I don't understand why. I almost feel like I want to talk like Tiffany, but she's like, I am the youth. Heck, I understand how Harriet Tubman feel. That's what she did? I don't understand because I know how Harriet Tubman is such a historical figure in my life. If anybody know me, Harriet Tubman, everything. When I thought she was gonna be on real money, exciting. But I mean, when she was trying to lead the people, it almost feels like right now we're dealing with those old Willie Lynch letters in a certain way. No one's saying that Tiffany is not doing the wrong thing. I'm not saying that. I don't know. I'm saying the feds have came in. I'm not going to charge her in public opinion. Now we got thanks to Conscious, we got the warrant list and stuff. They didn't start a whole transparency email, and Conscious on her channel is breaking it down. Thanks to Critical Smoker and Reality Check TV, they're showing us the full board meetings that we would have never seen as media, not clipping, giving us y'all, we have to make a decision for ourselves. Now, this man is trying to run for the village of Dolton, and people are telling him he has no right. Miss Cassandra Jordan is trying to run for the village of Dolton. I think she's been here, 16 years? They are telling her she has no right. Why are we allowing stuff like that to happen? Why we just can't allow people to be able to vote for who they want to vote for? The same thing, like if it's Tiffany and Jason, they're heading off in February. Vote for who you want to vote for. No intimidation, no bullying. Let the people, and I mean on any side, let the people vote. Oh, you said that. Thank you, Choose. Thank you. Okay. But no, see, Benjamin said if what he's saying is true, Tiff didn't need a full slate. Okay. Allegedly, she didn't. But remember, the township and the village are two different things. My whole thing, Benjamin, is what happened the other night, leaving the red. That's why people really mad. Me being able to show the video that the people were locked out, I finally realized that's why y'all really mad. No one, they bring up a beef that I don't have a beef with anybody. I was just covering the story. But if it's a beef, what do you think about the residents being locked out? Don't tell me, in my opinion, that we're locked out because Tiffany locked us out. Because what do you say? So if Tiffany locked us out, it's okay for the new people to lock us out, and then we'll be with them for 4 more years. You know what I mean? What's the difference? The church bells. Yeah, thank you, Real Magnolia. Okay, so listen to Mr. Denache. I think he was in the Marine Corps. Listen to what happened to him. And when he's saying this, I know exactly who he's talking about. But he only been in Dolton a year, and that's why people are ragging on him.
Those that are doing right, but they don't want to raise their voices or raise their hand to those that are doing wrong. See, if you bring the same type of energy that you've seen, if you look at that are doing right,
y'all don't want to bring.
Jordan can continue to run.
One YouTuber, not one, covered. Picture it, Sicily. Tiffany Hilliard tells somebody, "Get away from me! Get away from me!" It'd be national news. It's not fair. It's not fair. Because this is the reason I think it's not fair on my end. This is just me. If y'all did that, how many other things were not fair previously? I don't mean like, if Tiffany's saying it was a smear campaign, she's not getting picked up. Lacey in Hawaii with a Mai Tai. Keith Freeman still got his job. What are y'all doing to help the people?
Run for the mayorship of Dolton Village, but show up and show your support for us during that hearing. So a lot of people want to challenge those that are doing right, but they don't want to raise their voices or raise their hand to those that are doing wrong. See, if you bring the same type of energy that you've seen, if you look at anything with the village of Dolton for years and years and years, you see the same people bringing the same energy over and over and over again, screaming that, you owe me money, you owe me this, and you owe me that. My question to you is this: if you're bringing that same type of energy, what is it that motivates you to bring that energy every single time, every single month, or every time you're in front of a camera? What continues to motivate you to bring that energy? I would say, and this is my opinion, what motivates you to continue to bring that type of energy is that you're angry, you're afraid, you're angry because you felt like somebody should have treated you in a certain way that you wasn't treated. You're afraid because you feel like you're going to get exposed for something that you had something to do with concerning something that wasn't legal or up to par. Don't know. But I'm assuming that if you're bringing that same type of energy, that same negative energy, always talking that mess, always talking that trash, even talking about people who you don't even know that's trying to run for the good of the village, you talking trash about them and they never had a conversation with them. I think that the reason that you're talking the trash that you're talking is because you're guilty of something. You're guilty of something. Maybe there was a handout or something that you was looking forward to getting. Maybe there was a position that you was looking forward to getting that you never got. I don't know. Maybe you need to seek a job uh, outside the village. Maybe you just need to do something more constructive with your time, whatever that is. I hope you figure it out. But at the end of the day, I really do appreciate the continued press. And I'm going to continue to push forward. I'm going to continue to run for trustee. And I'll run for anything else in the village if I choose to. I'll run for anything else if I choose to, as long as it's good for the people.
What he say? What he say, y'all? Wait a minute. Y'all gotta hit the like button for that. This ain't even my look, Denashe. This ain't even my content. I wonder where his name came from. That would be great to know. He said, I'll run for anything I choose to, because that's the first thing they say. Which they send, it's okay. See, picture it. Y'all don't understand. It's this one person they send to do all their dirty work. And if y'all don't notice, because y'all not paying attention, they send this one person to do all that dirty work, but they don't even like that one person. So that one person, they're hanging by a string because they need to get in, but they may not even get what they want to get. I'm going to always be honest with y'all. I didn't even know politics was like this. Shout out to my girl Regina, bringing me to light. I did not know. Shout out to Shay. Like, y'all was bringing me to light. Like, this is politics. I'm like, but I have the right to vote and say what I want to say. And they were like, absolutely not. No, you don't. This man is running independent. What threat is he? He's one trustee. Now, let me tell y'all, if y'all didn't know. Hold on. Sorry, y'all, still coughing a little bit. Thanks for being here, y'all. Hit the like button for your girl being sick and still on this, still on the grind. So, he's only running for one trustee seat. What trustee seat you think is a threat? I'll let you make it up in your mind. Where now y'all sitting around worried about Burgundy Blue and Cafe of Knowledge, which I had no problem with at all. And I keep saying that. But you worry about Conscious, Burgundy Blue, Cafe of Knowledge. But y'all ain't looking. Next week, they pass a trustee. Next week, 2 people are being contested. Y'all not looking at anything. Next week, isn't Tiffany back in court for the... Wait a minute. Is it next week? Back in court for the eviction. Because the judge was like, that's it last time. So they had to refile. See, all of these distractions, it's what takes things away. That doesn't make you a Tiffany supporter because you're not one-sided. But again, I will always say, if you are a Tiffany supporter, that don't mean you have to put your head in the sand, because I don't know if people know this. Dolton is in North America. We are in America. We are in the United States. You have the right to vote who you want to. That's why Trump won again. Beyonce could not save Kamala. Now, Beyonce couldn't save Kamala. I don't know what to tell you. Because I thought Beyonce was going to be able to save everybody. So, y'all, pay attention. Don't be sheep. Please don't be sheep. Don't feel like you got to click. When I go anywhere, me and my girls know where I'm at. My good friend Dawn know where I'm at. I'm well protected. I go in there and I do what I got to do and I leave. Y'all not stopping me from doing anything. But I do think that people need to see both sides of the story. Now, let me tell you what's happening to this Marine. We just heard Ed Steve say, help me, help me. Now, let's hear what this Marine is telling us.
As long as I got time to do it. Just like I'm running my mouth right now, because I believe it's important for people to hear what I have to say. And anybody that's out there doing the clickbait who wants to know who the, F do I think I am, like it was said, you're welcome to come on to the show and we can chop it up. We can talk about it. Because again, it's not about who I think.
I did not mean to be distracted. Hey, individual investor, you're absolutely right. The school system, oh my gosh, I'm just now noticing how the school, thank you. Love you guys. Hit the like button. Everybody, I see you. Thanks for being here. Sorry, I'm under the weather, so I'm pausing for the asthma and the coughs.
What I have to say. And anybody that's out there doing the clickbait who wants to know who the, F do I think I am, like it was said, you're welcome to come on to the show and we can chop it up. We can talk about it. Because again, it's not about who I think I am. It's about who I know I am. And concerning you, if you want to know who I am because you think I'm somebody that I'm not, or you think that I'm in it for whatever, you think I'm a plant, whatever it is, hey, let's chop it up and have a conversation. Now, I don't know if I'm going to convince you otherwise, but maybe it'll do you some good if somebody talks back to you about something that you feel like you're talking about. So let's have a conversation. I'm repeating myself, but I'm not easily swayed. I'm not easily moved. I'm not easily excited. So, call it what you want, call it what you will. I'm not going to put my energy into all the negative things that don't amount up to anything. I'll say this before I go to a musical break. There's black.
You can't let them sway you. Like everybody getting on here with the angry faces, they stressing out. It's Tiffany is not that sick, baby. Hold on. Pause. Tiffany voice. We're saying Tiffany got what, $300,000 a year income? That's what we saying. Do y'all want to hear Burgundy perspective on how I saw Tiffany here coming up? She never not rode clean. She always had a BMW or Range Rover. She always had that way before, you know what I mean? I saw her in passing. I never knew Tiffany, but we didn't live far apart. Our families didn't live far apart. So she always was riding clean. She was always trying to have a new business, trying to do something new. And one thing about her, she was always in the community. Y'all so mad at Tiffany, but nobody talk about the people that put her in the forefront to get elected, which are the same people pushing Jason to the forefront now. But we want to ignore that. And I always tell people that come back and say, Berg, oh my God, I saw this, I saw that. It's not, I don't blame you from seeing things a certain perspective. However, if you're going to be doing YouTube for the people, say it's for the people. If you're going to do YouTube just for the gossip, say it's for the gossip. If you can, you know what I mean? If your thing is like Tasha K and be gossipy, I get it. I'm not, that's why I support. If you're doing something, I'll support you. Tiffany Henyard, and this is on the record, so y'all all that hate me, I got probably 78 people watching. All the people that hate me, put this on the record. She did not get where she's going for lack of work and hard work. That's all I'm saying. I cannot vouch for the financial situations. I cannot vouch for what she was doing. I don't know. I do not know. But I do know I saw her ground. That was the real boots on the ground, Tiffany Henyard. And y'all can call me. They're starting to call me the YouTube Tiffany. I'm never gonna tear down another sister, whether it's Tiffany, whether it's Cafe, whether it's Kiana Belcher. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? I have my opinions. Y'all said I was tearing down Stephanie. Sorry, hold on. Not tearing down Stephanie. The rumor is Stephanie is supposed to be appointed. Now, I'm hoping that first of all, I wanted Stephanie, if somebody else came in, Stephanie would be the new, she would go back to her role. She spent 20 years in that role. And I know you can't get those years back. But if she comes out to be trustee, I am praying that Stephanie, and I think she would just make decisions best for the township because she knows what's best for the township. That's all. So Stephanie, if that was the case, she's someone I would be like, okay, because she's someone that knows what's best for the township as being there for 20 years. That's it. Um, oh yeah, a lot of businesses are considering that. Regina, say that. So let's get back to Denashe. Let's get back to Denashe and what he has to say, because yeah, people are calling him a plant. It's nothing that give him or Miss Cassandra or Denashe. They do not give plants. So let's play that, and then I'll be back.
Or up to par? Don't know. But I'm assuming that if you're bringing that same type of energy, that same negative energy, always talking that mess, always talking that trash, even talking about people who you don't even know that's trying to run for the good of the village, you talking trash about them and they never had a conversation with them. I think that the reason that you're talking the trash that you're talking is because you're guilty of something. You're guilty of something. Maybe there was a handout or something that you was looking forward to getting. Maybe there was a position that you was looking forward to getting that you never got. I don't know. Maybe you need to seek a job uh, outside the village. Maybe you just need to do something more constructive with your time, whatever that is. I hope you figure it out. But at the end of the day, I really do appreciate the continued press. And I'm going to continue to push forward. I'm going to continue to run for trustee. And I'll run for anything else in the village if I choose to. I'll run for anything else if I choose to, as long as it's good for the people, as long as I got time to do it. Just like I'm running my mouth right now, because I believe it's important for people to hear what I have to say. And anybody that's out there doing the clickbait who wants to know who the, F do I think I am, like it was said, you're welcome to come on to the show and we can chop it up. We can talk about it. Because again, it's not about who I think I am. It's about who I know I am. And concerning you, if you want to know who I am because you think I'm somebody that I'm not, or you think that I'm in it for whatever, you think I'm a plant, whatever it is, hey, let's chop it up and have a conversation. Now, I don't know if I'm going to convince you otherwise, but maybe it'll do you some good if somebody talks back to you about something that you feel like you're talking about. So let's have a conversation. I'm repeating myself, but I'm not easily swayed. I'm not easily moved. I'm not easily excited. So, call it what you want, call it what you will. I'm not going to put my energy into all the negative things that amount up to that don't amount up to anything. I'll say this before I go to a musical break. There's black and there's white and there's gray in between. And I always encourage people to not live in the gray, live in the black and white of things. And so when we come back from the musical break, I'll talk a little bit more about the black and white here on the Denasha Harrison Show. Thank you for joining me, and I'll talk to you in a couple of seconds.
So he invited us out Monday at 1 o'clock. That's the Denashe Harrison show. Don't forget, Thornton Township has a meeting the next day. That's gonna be a whole doozy. And Denashe is running for trustee of Dolton, just so you know. And I just want to let you know, like, I thought it was a whole. If y'all only paying attention to one thing, it's a whole anti-Tiffany thing, right? But anybody that doesn't support Jason House, they're the enemy too. And I feel like if I had to write the whole situation, I think Jason House would be a great village administrator. I think he'd be great. I don't know about the mayor, because what has Jason House told us that he's going to do for the people? He didn't speak. When the last time y'all saw Jason House speak? I'm waiting for y'all comments. When the last time you saw Jason House speak to the public besides Clean House 2025? When the last time you seen him speak? So Tuesday you got the Board of Trustees meeting, okay? And then finally, just look into, y'all, I know stuff get messy. So that's why I don't. Y'all have never seen me when someone attack me. The only time if they attack me and say they're gonna ruin me, that's the only time I went for back. Gossip, it doesn't phase me. Actually, it bring more people over here to just look at what I'm doing and bring me more clicks, or bring people to actually today somebody felt sorry for me and donated. So that happens. I'm like, oh no, you ain't gotta donate. They're like, no, they talking about you. That happens. I support all opinions because my thing is, you guys haven't experienced. We're on a. My friend said, we're on a small time. We're like on a small plane. To the bigger picture. So no, people talk about Tiffany more than they talk about Trump. You know what I mean? But I don't feel that people should be judged in the public opinion, and then you see things happening in public and you ignore it. You ignore whatever's happening in the public. Okay, whatever happened in the public, you see kids in this room, okay? And you know what? We grew up supporting.
Then you're dirty.
We grew up.
Every last one of you.
So that hoodie clean house 125. This is for y'all just jumped in. This is the Democratic caucus. What's up, Mr. Rayburn?
I don't talk to you.
Hey.
Outside in the line with all those people, they started all that crap with me. You were standing right next to me.
I don't know nothing about that.
You were standing right next to me, and you wouldn't say.
I don't know nothing about that, man.
Word about it.
I don't know nothing about that.
Don't say anything about that to me.
All right, yes, sir.
Don't say anything about me. That's why you have the list.
Hey.
Because of the poison that you spit
Hey.
He's a jerk. He's a jerk. He wants to be prosecuted. He's a jerk. As long as you guys keep it civil.
I know.
Civil, right. You're civil, right. You're civil. You're civil. Is that a fact? Is that a fact?
Huh?
Were you standing?
Dude, get away from me. Get away from me.
Were you standing?
Get away from me, bro. Get away from me.
Hey,
Anybody
guys,
talking to you?
guys, we got enough tension in here right now. I'm asking you guys to stop.
I know. I'm not trying to talk to them.
Now for my woke people, for my woke people, first of all, why you couldn't have a conversation? It escalated so fast. Secondly, Mr. Rayburn, you dead wrong. I thought I heard what I heard. I'm doing a second video, but I thought he said something about MS. Y'all let me know if you heard that. And I think that is absolutely unacceptable. And if he's running for office, we need to look at that as well. So, you guys that are on YouTube, you don't know. It's not just, oh, Tiffany bust all the seniors. No, she did not. You trying to slander me because I'm showing what's happening on the outside? That's on video. That's what happened on the outside. That's what happened. And I double down. I always say, no, this is what she saw, but this is what was happening. Nobody's trying to put anybody under the radar, or how would I know who anybody's voice? You think I just recognize? First of all, before we get to that, y'all was on this whole Burgundy train. That I ain't live here. I live nowhere around here. Y'all didn't know me. Nobody knew me. Now, all of a sudden, I'm doing voice recognition. Y'all, come on, y'all. We got to think better than that. But I understand if you need the clicks and you need the money, I understand. Nate walked right past all of that. They didn't even report the dinner before time. The Lancet Journal did, though. So y'all, yes, you're going to be mad at Berg. I got to see both sides. I never grew my YouTube, but just so y'all know, my YouTube was never grown by Tiffany Henyard. I already had an established YouTube channel. Most of my subscribers, they're mad I'm not going back to talking about TLC and reality TV. But they stick around for me because, thank God, they're loyal. But this was a peaceful rally, right? They ain't had no tension. You hear the officer right there saying they had problems inside. Everybody needs to relax. Because this is the plan. Tiffany gonna be okay. I don't know why we sitting over here just mad. I have no idea. And I think my only thing is, why y'all so mad when the same people telling us to vote for Jason are the exact same people telling us to vote for Tiffany? The same people telling us to vote for Jason are the exact same people that told us to vote for Tiffany. I could tell Tiffany I can't stand her right now, and guess what she'll still do? Shovel my snow. If I told the group, the Fab Five over there, I got to look outside. I'll have a whole dang on symbol burning in my front yard the next day. Just being real. And y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know because you're not around here. And because you get these sources and you get these emails. And let me tell you to these YouTubers, and I'm not saying things specific. Why you think you got these cool sources, don't nobody over here got closed lips. I want to make sure y'all know that. Not one of them got closed lips where we don't know, or they're not bragging, or they're not talking about who they got in their corner. Right now, we know it's a second wave of YouTubers that are getting what the first wave of YouTubers got. And y'all can clip that all you want. I'm not saying anybody's being bought or anything like that, but we understand who have to be in a certain corner for certain things. So y'all be careful, because you have to come here, and hopefully some of you YouTubers get to come here election time. That'd be really cool. So you could really look at your candidates. You could really look them in the eye, see what they're on, see how they move, because we done had more than one, and they don't agree. The people I'm talking about, they don't even like me. And they be like, I came here and I'm like, I didn't think it was the way it was. So y'all knew for sure I'm not coming at nobody. I'm not coming at no one, and I'm never going to. I watch all these YouTubers, even when they don't agree with me. I just like to see people's perspective. So remember, Miss Cassandra Jordan, she's running independent, but she does not go until April. She will head off in between Jason House or Tiffany Henyard. She's running for mayor of Dolton. Then you got Tiffany and Jason. They're heading off in February. Then you gonna have Napoleon so far, but we got to pay for that too, right? If Tiffany has to sue, April, which because we were locked out, but Tiffany has the right to be a write-in ballot. Well, I say y'all and everything Tiffany say. I don't see Tiffany talking any different than any of the other trustees. I don't. You did. You told me to stop covering and go back to my other content. You did. But why would Cassandra draw live and not? Well, okay, can I get Brandon? I'll tell you this. And Miss Jordan, I think Miss Jordan does listen to my live. That's a problem. I'm too close. So a lot of people are scared, and I didn't know that. Remember when Brandon Shay came? We love Shaw. Make sure y'all all subscribe to Shay and Late Night Crew, and you send him love and everything, because he's the one that got me through a lot of this. Remember what happened? I'm too close. I remember when Shay came here and he was invited to Pablo. Look, I never been to Pablo's. Y'all believe I never been to Pablo's? He was invited everywhere. And I was like, well, Shay, it's weird that I'm too close. So I'll be able to tell y'all the real. And if I don't pick a side, it's a problem. But y'all saw Mama Hill. We was in the middle of sorry, guys. We was in the middle of a Tiffany Henyard rally. And we was in the middle of the rally. Mama Hill said, just so you know, the only person got my support is Miss Jordan, and I respect her. I don't know why we can't respect people difference of opinion. So I don't think nobody should be scared to say they're going to vote for Tiffany Henyard. I don't think nobody should be scared to say they're going to vote for Jason House. And I don't think anyone should be scared to say they're going to vote for Cassandra Jordan if that's what you want to do. You should be able to vote where you want to vote. And I told y'all, if I want to walk around here with a Tiffany Henyard beanie on the whole winter, that's my right. Just like people can walk around with a Make America Great Again beanie. What's the problem? It's my right to vote. But what I'm saying is, I'm too close, Brandon. So I'm too close, so people are scared of me. Hey, Big Ob, I told you so. Big Ob, y'all, that's Big Ob, middle name. I told you so. I told you so. The Bishop Church, yeah. Oh my goodness, she was just giving, and it was people not scared, especially like it was a lot. You know what I don't understand? Why nobody asked for the proof? Choose. We getting these warrant lists. We're spending money on Lori. Where's the proof? It was just that woman. What was she? $7,000. She's indicted. We said Tiffany, Boston. That was in Boston. We're saying Tiffany stole $700,000. This poor beautiful woman, she stole $7,000. They said in the bathroom she was exchanging money. $7,000 to start. Look at her. They're saying Tiffany is doing where the help at? What we doing a whole election? Now Shay one of the most smartest person I ever met. People I ever. He is. And see, that's when you'll judge a book. He's the one of the most intelligent people I ever met. You so funny. Not the Hell Week shirt. Yeah, so this the whole thing. That's the only reason. And I'm not trying to bring Shay up to show. It was just me and him because I'm looking at this postcard he sent me from Hollywood as I'm talking to y'all on my vision board. And I'm looking here, and the whole downfall was because we wouldn't bend the knee. It was nothing else, but we would not bend the knee. Can you imagine that? Choose compassion. Your whole thing, not bending the knee. What y'all gonna do with Tiffany Go? Tiffany gonna be all right. She gonna be on VH1, HBO Max, everything. She gonna be. She already probably is a millionaire because what 200 and something here, 100,000 there, 300 with 3 years. She probably property. She probably already a millionaire. What y'all gonna do for content with Tiffany? Just say, okay, I'm taking my husband or my man and my baby, and we getting up out of here. We going out of state, out of the country. And you know how I know you're not gonna be able to do nothing? Nobody even covered the Ed Steve thing. That was the most exciting thing this week. Whether now hear me out. Whether you covered it on now let me tell you how exciting it was. Whether you covered it on the Ed Steve saying get away from me side, or you covered it on Mr. Rayborn saying something about MS. That is the juiciest story of the week. But they scared to leave their sources. Their sources are important to them. Those sources are important. Oh, thank you, Benjamin. Yeah. Those sources are important. And then y'all getting there. We hate Burgundy. That's fine, because baby, I want everybody to have financial stability. Let me tell you, life is getting better for me. In May, losing everything I had in May, that was the worst time of my life. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Now I'm sitting over here like, oh, y'all can't bring that energy over here. So if that's it, but y'all like, we hate Burgundy. Burgundy is okay. We're gonna do this because Burgundy is this. Okay, so what's gonna happen when Burgundy stop covering this? Tiffany is gone. What's gonna happen? What y'all gonna do? We got a million things you could cover in Dalton, but you're trapped. Did y'all watch that Andrea Kelly video? I'm working on a video with that. I got her so wrong. You know, y'all know who Andrea Kelly is? She was the wife of R. Kelly. I was one of those people saying she knew what he was doing. She knew what he was doing. She set the record straight. It's with Carlos. I think it's Carlos King. She set the record straight. She was like, my son is 24, I think she said. She left R. Kelly when her son was 1.5. She didn't know what the hell R. Kelly was doing. She was living with her mama and daddy. So sometimes we just assume stuff. You know what I mean? It's a really good interview. Look it up, Andrea Kelly. It's a really good interview. Because she was saying how she met R. Kelly when she was 19. She married him when she was 19. And I didn't know that. I thought she was grown. He was grown. 19 is still grown, but I think she was 19 and he was like 26 or 27. Good interview. Look it up. But it's how we. That's my girlfriend. She said F them people. She didn't call me like 3 times. Sorry, y'all. She sounded like Regina up in here. She said a lot of people were judging me, and I was like, man. She was like, y'all made me who I am today. Now, I don't agree with that. I know y'all judge me, but you're not going to take me from the person I am. Now, my downfall was I was sitting up here after I get off everything that was going on with me. I'm getting mad at the people around me instead of channeling. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. My energy, the stress, it ain't that stressful. Tiffany making $400,000 a day, okay? I'm not. So I have to worry about making sure that where I live, I gotta live there. I gotta live wherever I live, whether she's the mayor, Jason the mayor, and y'all know Jason gonna give me hell. Y'all know Jason go when they see anything. You know how they gonna treat me. You already know. You already know. So I'm gonna have to be fighting on another end. So Jason, Tiffany, Miss Jordan, whatever. Because now I'm burgundy blue and I'm the problem because I'm showing y'all both sides. I'm going to continue to show you both sides. I don't know where the offense came in, and I'm going to be gone after this. But where the offense came in for showing y'all what happened. Did anybody ever address when the lady said it was no people in wheelchairs and I showed somebody in a wheelchair? Did anybody ever address that? Can y'all let me know that listen to all the lives that was going on about us? Did anybody see if anybody addressed that part? Hey Dave, hello everybody. Did anybody address when I said plain and simple, here's the people in the wheelchair? Let's see if I got it. Hold on, I'm gonna go to your video, Conscious. And it's so weird. Choose got a video. Oh my god, I started breaking that down today. It was so good. About the insurance. Nobody paying attention to it. Did anybody address this part? Let's just go to that part of the video. Did anybody address?
Those where the people came from inside mixed with whoever she said was out there. No one out there freezing in a wheelchair with no legs, things like that. Those people was never out there.
So I was able to show in my video people with canes out there. Did anybody on their live streams take the time to say, yeah, it was people in wheelchairs and canes and stuff like that? You have to think about why no one would talk about that. We really were outside. I think I heard Miss Cassandra Jordan talk about that too. She was stuck outside. We were outside. This woman, I have no idea who she is. I only use 15 seconds of her voice. I have no idea who she is, and I'm being genuine about that. But I think this is important to know for the neighborhood. Yeah, we were standing outside to vote. And I also will tell you guys, everyone outside was not Tiffany Henyard supporters. She had a bunch of supporters out there. Yes, the majority were Tiffany Henyard. But it was people just pulling up because they heard someone speak on it's a caucus today. They were pulling up to support Napoleon as well. But we didn't get in at 7. Oh, they doubled down on the misinformation. And see, that's how a lot of stuff. So do y'all think that might be how Tiffany is going to get? I want to say, I don't want to say get away because I don't know what happened. But how, and if you want to know what happened, I think the best way is going to conscious warrants list. That's really good. They said a Lori Lightfoot report is next month. Sorry, I'm trying not to cough. And I had to. Lori Lightfoot report is next month. Where are y'all hearing that from? I didn't hear that. Where are you guys hearing Lori Lightfoot report is next month? Has it been an announcement? Can you let me know? Because I keep on hearing Lori Lightfoot report is coming in January. Where did y'all hear that from? And I swear, I can't ask a question with people thinking I'm being shady. No, I'm asking, did anybody conscious? Did you hear it? Choose. Jason said something about it. Okay. Do you remember when? Can you send it to me where he said it? You heard it? Because I'm wondering. So did they say what dates or? I'm asking because I don't know. I'm walking around here. I don't know. You so funny, barely. No, I'm just asking, and I'm not trying to be funny. Like I literally like to I like to see. I like to be able to report on stuff that's for real. Did anybody see that? Okay. So now we got to with Conscious and Jay. Now, the first time I heard about this website, unless you guys heard it from another person, I heard it through Conscious. And it was a Village of Dolton transparency website, and it has the financial records, budgets, audits, expenditures, and I'm gonna put the link right here. And they started at a certain date. It doesn't work, choose. But choose is asking for other dates. So I put the link in there for you guys to look. I don't know why more people are not looking into the money, because let me tell you, the amount of food we spent. Conscious went over the food. I am floored. I'm going to play a little bit of Conscious video. I could not believe the amount of food. And see, Conscious didn't know all the restaurants. And even when she was passing by, I'm like, oh my God, these are more restaurants. I wish it would be like, who? Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get over this phone.
Welcome back. Before we get into this, new warrant list for January of 2023, I'm going to do something that I rarely do, and that is to apologize to Cafe of Knowledge and her caller for the slight that I have caused. After reviewing my video, I can understand their concerns. What I don't appreciate is that you didn't want to act like an adult and simply contact me. You went on live. You called me a lot of nasty names, and that's not acceptable. Part ways. You don't know who you are dealing with. And that's why your friend, the mangy mutt, will not give me a 48-hour notice, ever. So, in fair play, I have privatized that video, and I will redo it. And that will be the end of it, because I have more important things to do. But I understand your slight. I understand the caller's concerns. And I'm about the residents of Dolton and Thornton Township. Okay, let's get back to business. We have the electronic list for January of 2023. Now, Lightfoot in her report says all of these purchases were on January 5th. So I have not looked at this yet. I'm going to read it with you. So we have corporate payments, $118,763.26. Water fund, $305,228.43. There's another federal forfeiture, $5. Sewer fund, $828.81. Melanie Fitness Center, $162.86. Homewood disposal bonds, $2,000. Total corporate payments, $426,988.36. Okay, so let's get down to it. Made this a little bigger. So we've got the invoice batches. These are electronic payments, so they've already been paid. And we have on here again $129.59 from December of 2022. But the date on it is June 2022. And now we have December 2nd, 2022 for a floral arrangement for $218.84, costing the residents $348.43. Who's getting the flower arrangements? Is there a party going on where you need flowers? Or maybe it's one of these staff lunches.
Conscious, I don't know, but I think this should be more noted. It could be a funeral too. It could be they were sending stuff because it could be they were sending stuff out for a funeral, like a funeral arrangement. I'm just saying. It could be the mayor wanted her room with flowers in it, and it could have been a funeral arrangement. I don't know. I'm just looking at that because I thought about that from my days of working at the village when we have to send like the little lily plant. But these are expensive flowers, yes. As long as it didn't say Valentine's Day, Conscious.
Could be. Aaron's Auto Glass. This is from June 2022. $333.46. On July 1st, there was a deduction of $18.46, leaving a total of $315. So why is it still on the list? It wasn't approved. Affleck, $5,174.46. And here we go with Amazon again. I like the comments about that microphone, because the wireless microphone, it didn't connect with me, about the golden microphone. I like that. Okay. Flash drives, evidence markers, smart TV. Looks like a whole bunch of office supplies so far. Huh. Still looks like office supplies. Yeah.
Dang, it's still going?
Wasn't that mop and floor sweeper on there before? Because I remember that being $119, which I thought was ridiculous. Yeah, these are office supplies. All office supplies, from what I can see. If you see something else, let me know. But the amount is changed to $15,153.51. Last month it was 12,000 something. What went up? I don't know. Outside accessories? I guess we're going to have to compare. Oh. American Express, late fee, $39 from July.
Why they late?
You didn't pay it? You didn't pay the late fee? You didn't approve it? Okay, Morello's Pizza. Why not? Lunch for the employees. Now, I can understand task force meals, but not lunch for employees.
Aurelio's is good though, Sanchez.
If this is...
They eat too much pizza.
Excuse me for a minute, folks. I do have the right warrant list, right? Yes, January 31st, 2023. Okay. Because this does not add up. How are you billed for task force meals February 2nd, 2023 on a January warrant list? Something's not adding up here. This shouldn't even be on here.
Ain't adding up.
Questions. $367.34. Beggar's Pizza. May and August 2022. $596.19. I think you know what I'm thinking. Blue to gold. Police to...
I probably shouldn't say this, but I want to know. Do you guys think if Tiffany ordered from Beggar's Pizza, she ordered from Napoleon Harris Beggar's Pizza, or did she go to the Beggar's Pizza in Lansing, Illinois? Just wondering.
Department Library. $194.65. Calumet Bakery. That $22.33 again. For September 1st. What I'm not understanding is if these are electronic payments. They've already been paid. Why are they not approved? Because wouldn't that screw up? Wouldn't it screw up the banking? I'm just asking. Because I don't know. But we certainly shouldn't be buying.
Okay, so Conscious said, wouldn't that screw up the banking? Is that really why the banks be wanting to close the accounts and stuff so fast? I'm just asking. I don't know. Oh, I just missed a call. Okay, just wondering. Okay, let's keep to you.
Danish. Well, not me. The residents. Sorry. Sometimes I feel like it's home. Chicago gas leak repair. November. $5,500. I'm sorry. They had two. One on the 23rd of November. Another one on the 28th of November. I hope it wasn't the same gas leak. $9,000 even. That's a tidy sum. City of Chicago. Okay. Okay. 2 payments. The 5th of January and the 10th of January. So my question is, why are there 2? Is one for the payment that they owe millions to Chicago for? And another one, the regular bill? Because I thought they paid that at the end of the month. Let me know. $292,722.74. Comfort Suites. Training class. $216.96. We have crystals back from July and September.
Shoes, get up out of here, because I'm over here. You know, I'm barely alive. Talking about that spin. I had a baby fat card. Leave us alone on that spin. Hey, Gertis. Conscious. Comfort Suites. I mean, not Comfort Suites. Crystals is a restaurant. It's a like chicken wings, salads, fast food restaurant. Just so you know.
$379.17. Dolton Firefighters Pension Fund. These are both in January 2023. $11,692.81. Here's that Dropbox again. From May and August of 2022.
Sorry, y'all. I thought I muted my. Sorry, y'all. I thought I muted my thing. I was coughing away. Dawn Vision, I'm gonna need you to sit down. Dawn, you gotta sit down, because now we're getting the coffee. We're getting the coffee. This Dunkin' Donuts on the last report that Conscious get. Shout out to Conscious. Make sure you subscribe to Conscious, please. Please subscribe to Conscious, Choose Compassion, Critical Smoker. All these people giving you the, just some stuff you ain't even got to debate about. You can see it for yourself. You guys, Reality Check TV. Now, Dawn, you got to sit down now, Dawn. It's coffee. When you see how much they spent on coffee the last month, I don't know what this month is, but let's go. Look, Choose, sit down. This ain't Caribou. Choose Compassion. She's a little bougie. She go to Caribou. No. This Dunkin'. You got to see the amount they spending.
$2,643.95. Dunkin' Donuts again. Okay. This is different. Task force. Okay, they had this case right here. Okay. Yep. Okay.
A murder case and a homicide case. You did
This makes sense. For the police.
Explain. Is that when you have
$657?
No, because conscious is that when you have to be up really late? Is that why we need the coffee? Is that what it makes sense? I'm just asking. But they can't put murder in there for real, for real. Good Lord. And what murder case happened in January? Oh, this is so sad. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe that's why they're not just this, but now I don't want the warrant list because now I'm thinking back what happened back then. Oh, so yeah, you need coffee to be up all night, I'm sure. Yeah. And I'm not no police anything. I just feel really bad because now I'm thinking about what happened and they were up all night. So look, if we look, the task force was up on January 15th. Then they had a case on January 17th. And then they had a homicide case on January 23rd. The stress. Oh, prayers for the officers, prayers for their families, prayers for the people that lost their life. I'm just looking at this from a warrant list. I would have never thought about that. So $700 in coffee, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Now this was different than last month. Last month, I don't think they itemized it this way. Wow. No, they needed Starbucks. They didn't need Dunk is good, but they needed something stronger.
57 cents. El Rancho Market. Task Force meals. Okay. I'm with the police. Because they have to be on these crime scenes for hours.
What's a task force meal? I mean, not a meal. I'm sorry. What's a task force, you guys? Can you put it in the chat? I watch SVU. That's it. That's all I do.
Sometimes days. $257.19.
Wait a minute. Look, why Cafe Bustelo? I mean, a coffee shop. Is it anywhere else in the world, or you know what I mean? Let me know. Cause baby, that Cafe Bustelo have you up for about 6 days. Oh my goodness, that is the strongest coffee ever to me.
Electronic payment exchange. January credit card fees. $70.87. Here we are with Fairway Finer Foods, the same amount. 2 charges back in May of 2022. $22.92.
Now, where I come from, Conscious
family,
you know, Fairway is a grocery store here. It's like on 100. I don't know if this is the same one. I don't know the whole name, but it's called Fairway. But it's like on 154th in Cottage Grove, and it's in Almar Plaza. It's like a grocery store, deli.
$1 water. Really? Water.
They ain't paying.
Don't you have one of those water jugs? You know, those machines, you put the big jug on it.
Oh, the water cooler? So Conscious telling us to get a water cooler. But see, Conscious, if they got a water cooler, they got to gossip around it. See, it's a problem.
Goes hot or cold. $5.65. Federal Express. From June and August of 2022. Why are these still on the warrant list? $949.51. Why is FedEx still on
the
warrant list? And we have this again. Fifth Third credit card services. Hotel rebate. minus $18.80. This is not. Deep breath.
Conscious.
This does not make sense.
You can't be stressed out about this stuff. And you guys, we're not going to finish her whole video because I want you guys to go over her channel and finish it. But it's so funny because I can hear the frustration because when I go to the Munster board meetings, I went to the Oak Forest board meetings. When you get there, the warrant list is out there for everybody to see. It took years for us to get this, 3 years. And Conscious, I believe, been around maybe 8-9 months or longer, possibly. But they're getting the warrant list for us, and I can understand the frustration. You're like, what is happening here?
Who is making out these warrant lists? Why aren't they being taken care of? So now what do we have to do? We have to go back to the
now. Would that be Keith Freeman? I don't know.
The board meetings to find out what happened. Or all of this is useless. First responders. Back in June of 2022. $998. First State Bank of Red Wing. Expedition. Transit van. This is a monthly payment because this is January 1st. $2,467.14. Food for less. I think this is different.
That's our local grocery store, Conscious.
Oh, here. That's why it's different. It has another charge. Spirits 2. And then you have the charges from
Sprites or no, because I'm about to say because you know they like to have that little cocktail. No, I think they mean Sprites probably, but they didn't pay it from last month. Okay.
August and September. $97.85. Here we go. Hog Wild. May.
I don't know anybody that like pork more than the Village of Dolton. I'm sitting over here like, why are y'all staying at Hog Wild every day? My gosh, every month.
July and August. $847.71. This is Let me know your comments below because ID wholesaler. Here's something new.
So I'm
Printer ribbon.
This is so good.
$211.
I'm gonna bring y'all over to Conscious channel because I don't want to strike over here, Conscious, for using your content. Conscious, put your information in the chat again. I just wanted to show you guys that thank goodness that people were really fighting for the village to really put pressure so we could get these warrant lists. You've seen Mama Hill Ash, you've seen Trina Downs bring them to the forefront, and nothing happened. Also, don't be confused by the smoke in the mirrors. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors on here. No one's saying Tiffany is perfect. No one's saying Tiffany is the bee's knees, but I don't think she should be judged. She's innocent until proven guilty. We need both sides to bring us the paperwork and tell us exactly what she stole. Front, back, check. If she stole $550,000, let's see the back of the check. If that Tahoe was leased, shout out, where's Tanjanique? But that Tahoe was leased for $150,000. Why is Conscious able to show us maybe 9 to 14 leases a month on a warrant list? Why are we leasing all these cars, all these vehicles? Y'all said the garbage was going to get picked up. What about the interest on these bonds? Like, that's what I want people to understand. It's not just about the getting her out. If she get out, what's going to change? If she doesn't get out, what's going to change? Both sides. What's going to change anywhere? So you got Miss Cassandra Jordan. I'm so sorry, Miss Cassandra Hobson Jordan. It's so funny because my mom had a hyphenated name, and we'd be like, "Why your name that long?" We used to hate it. Well, Miss Cassandra Hobson Jordan. So guys, hold on. If y'all didn't know, I'm getting over a cold, so excuse the funniness of my voice. She's running for mayor and she's being contested. If you want to go up there to show your support or just see the process, you don't have to show you, just see the process of what's going on. December 16th at 1 o'clock. Now, let's get to Thornton Township. They have a meeting on December 17th, and the rumor is that this is the rumor, and I want to give you guys my point of view, that basically the trustees allegedly have been gridlocking. Sorry, hold on. They haven't been to any meetings because they did not want to have to appoint another person after Jerry Jones left. Their appointment would possibly be, this is the rumor, Stephanie Wiederman. Now, I want to tell you guys how I feel about Stephanie. I think Stephanie would be the most knowledgeable person in the township, period. That's my thoughts. I just hope she will make the best decisions for the township. That's my thoughts. If that's true, that's the rumor that we're hearing so far. I have to get some stuff on paper and then go over that Chris, if I can deal with a Chris Gonzalez and Steve interview. But I think she's the most knowledgeable, and she came out and just told us the facts that she saw it from the beginning. And that's how I feel about it. I feel like she's the most knowledgeable. Why not? You know what I mean? So whoever decides to vote for whatever way, I don't know, because I only have one way of thinking of things right now, and that's the rumors. That's the rumors. So I don't know if Tiffany will have somebody to battle. I don't know if that's not true about Stephanie. That's as far as I can go with the rumors. I hope I make sense. So if it was somebody saying, well, who would be, well, she knows what's going on. I just hope she make the best decision for the township. That's all I can say. She worked there 20 years. That's all I can say. I don't have anything else to say about that. Wait, what happened? What happened? Wait, y'all saying something down low? What's going on? What's going on? Tell me. Where is Tangerine? They just, well, Lacey enjoying his retirement, child. Lacey ain't thinking about nobody and no one, honey. He good. He good. He ain't thinking about nobody and no one. But a lot of the salaciousness, no one's talking about. We don't have a police chief right now. Helicopters was flying over Dolton today, just this afternoon. We're not hearing about that now. You know, so you can, this is the thing. Y'all will never break me, because I'm sitting over here like, I only came on here, I got a little cold. I only came on here to say, y'all, I would never put nobody in danger. If you believe that, believe what you want to believe. That means that I know how easy it is to get over. Look, I got some beans I can sell you, okay? But I would never put nobody in danger. I couldn't tell who that person was. And then number 3, when we get down to it, I explained myself in my video and credited everybody. But people want to use that clickbait. And if you follow that stuff, not clickbait, but to get clicks and views, if you follow that stuff, and if you just don't know that people are normal people out here, they can really look at other people non-biasedly. It's not it's us versus them when it comes to me. Because I don't think anybody out here online have to live what I live, no matter if Jason or Tiffany get into office. I mean the people online, not the people that were fighting or fighting for a certain side. I have to give y'all both sides of the perspective. I feel like it could have went better, the caucus. I feel like the caucus could have went better. Yes, it was people in wheelchairs. It was people with canes. It was people with oxygen masks. Outside. It was. The backstory of that, Tiffany also was inside. That's it. That's all. This is my question to you guys listening. Just because Tiffany did something to people, you gonna allow the next person to do the same thing to people? I'm just asking. Oh my God, I didn't see that website didn't work. Oh my God, we gotta go to it. Douglas, I gotta figure out what's going on. All right, you guys. I love you guys. Did you hear about that check scheme? Hold on. Before I let you go, because we're talking about Dalton. Let's go to something different. Because you know I never talked only about Dalton. Let me see if I can find it. I wanted to share this with you guys. Hit the like button. And y'all, like, people got to start making a plan. I don't know. It's a couple of people that got out. They got out real fast. But if you put Tiffany's scheme, ghetto, what you gonna do? What you gonna do later? What you gonna do later when she gone? That's all I'm saying. I'm sitting over here worried about DoorDash because that's my next subject. Let me see if I can find this. Is it the checks? Oh, this one right here. It's something called check washing. I didn't know this was that easy in 2024. This is insane. Let's go ahead and play this, and y'all let me know if you've heard of this.
Businesswoman says she recently lost almost $30,000 to an extreme check washing scam. It's a crime that's on the rise, and now she wants answers from the banking industry and the bank which cashed the altered checks.
I was a basket case for several days.
Marianne Mandel had a sinking feeling when she saw these 3 checks cashed at the end of May, almost $30,000 drained from her account. $30,000 gone from your account.
Correct. And we're a small business, and that is payroll, bills, that's rent.
The Edison Park business owner sent the 3 checks for much lower amounts to vendors and brought them directly to her post office. But she says that all 3 checks were stolen and altered from $375 to $9,375.
Y'all, she wrote a check with somebody for $25. What they did?
$5 to $9,825 and $300 to $9,300. They changed who it was written.
Now, what's so funny? Do y'all remember in school they would tell you, or was it just me because I'm old? They would tell you to write your number closer to the front. Look how they did this lady checks, y'all. And this is in Chicago. Did y'all remember this? And they got away with all the money.
From $375 to $9,375, $25 to $9,825, and $300 to $9,300. They changed who it was written to.
Absolutely.
Thieves were able to cash the washed checks after using the mobile deposit feature through BMO.
They basically whited out everything. I think the only thing that is us is the date written on this check and then my signature.
Mandel immediately filed a mail theft report with the United States Postal Inspection Service and these fraud affidavits.
So, y'all, she never got her money back, y'all. Y'all, she never got her money back. She's still fighting for her money back. And they were able to just put numbers in front of whatever she wrote. If she wrote $25 and she had a little space, y'all be careful. And then the app allowed the deposits to go through. My question is, how long do anyone else, or is it just me? I wake up every morning looking at when I wake up, my alarm go off or whatever, I'm looking at my bank account. I'm not answering no texts. Grandma could call. I'm not answering nothing. I'm looking at my bank app. Is anyone else like that? It's insane. So anyway, y'all, that was y'all, 2 hours and I'm sick. Thanks for being here, y'all. And I'm sick. 2 hours? Oh, Lord.
Can I be recognized, Mayor?
You want to be long-winded? I'm just asking.
Let me tell you, y'all, this Dalton stuff is deep, but it's not that deep that we have to. Not me. Y'all can do whatever. I guess my name is a hot topic, but y'all stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. For instance, I sent a message to someone, and I'm learning YouTube etiquette, so it's not shy. I was just like, yeah, I listen to you, even if you're talking about me or anybody else. It was immediate. People thought I was phony. I'm not being phony. No, I listen to everybody, and I encourage y'all. Don't just listen to what Burgundy say. Do your own research. Listen to everybody else, even us that are cool. Like you see people in my chat, and you be like, oh, they cool. Don't label them a Burgundy supporter or a Conscious supporter or a Tiffany supporter or a Choose supporter. These are people that's just listening to everybody. I don't understand why we cannot do that. All right. Let me get better so I can come back, you guys. Don't forget, Monday, Miss Cassandra Jordan is asking for support. Tuesday, we're at Thornton Township because it's going to be a vote. And I'll let you know what else is going on. But over here, we're independent critical thinkers. Is no team over here. It's independent critical thinkers. No goon squad over here. We're all independent. And I want to say this last thing. If one of my mods blocked you, all you gotta do is reach out. You don't have to assume I blocked you. It could have been a mod. You could have said something unruly. It's about being an adult over here. Love you guys. Take care of yourself and each other.
Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Comment Blue Commentary Comment Burgundy Blue Commentary